gonna start out on some solos. Before we get started, I just want to go to my career thing and show everyone what I'm working with. Uh, Just in mind, I'm no pro. I play for fun. Uh, Fun game. Started playing about 6-ish, 5-ish months ago, something like that. But since then, I've just recently gotten both of my 2 solo wins that I do have. Placed in the top 25 208 times, as you can see, and 63 in top 10. I've played 672 solo matches with 425 eliminations. As for duos, I have 2 duo wins. I don't play duos very much, but both eliminations, and I played 368 matches. Placed in the top 5 24 times, and placed in the top 12 84 times. As for squads, that's my most wins. All of those are fairly recent too. I'm slowly and gradually getting better at the game. I have 31 places in the top 3 and 71 places in the top 6. Though is going to be solos. I have 672 played. And as for account level, I do not have the battle pass for season 5, I believe it is. Whichever one this is, either 5 or 6. But let's see, I can tell you. It is Battle Pass. Battle Pass Season 5. Okay, so yeah, Season 5, I did not get it. I did get Season 4 previously. I do not have Season 5. I didn't really care for it. Looked through and seen all the skins and stuff that you could get unlocked with this Battle Pass, and don't really like many of the skins or care too much for them. So, therefore, I probably won't get this Battle Pass. I'll probably wait and see what the next one's looking like. But from the Season 4 Battle Pass, and since I've started, skins-wise, from Season 4, I got the Carbide, the Omega skin, I got the Visitor, which is a I had to get the Blockbuster to get. I got the Valor, the Battlehawk, the Squad Leader, the Technique, and the Zoe skin. This one, the Blue Team Leader, I've had for quite a while. It's a free skin that comes with the game. I repped that skin for the longest because I couldn't afford any or have any. But yeah, those are all my skins. As far as backpacks go, or back bling, I have the standard issue, Precision, the Uplink, which I got not too long ago, the Rust Bucket, the Goodie Bag, which goes with the Zoe skin, and the Intergalactic Original Off-World Rig, which goes with the Visitor skin. I rock that one quite a bit. The Off-World Rig and the standard issue are the only 2 backpacks that I actually use. And then as far as axes go, I have the Onslaught, which is the Omega pickaxe, the Gale Force, which is the Valor pickaxe, the Lollipopper, which goes with the Zoe, the Lug Axe, which it's part of the RPM set from Season 5. I'm not sure exactly if it has a skin to go with it, but that's the axe I'm using now. But for the most part, I usually use the Omega or the Gale Force. Let's see, the Positron, I use that quite a bit, and then the regular pickaxe I do not use. As far as emotes go, I have a couple. I had to set one. While that's saving, I have quite a few. I have a Groove Gem, which is epic, and then most of them are rare. I have a couple common or uncommon ones. I got a lot of the stickers and the spray paints. And then for the dive contrails, I have Retro Sci-Fi, Shooting Star, and spray paint. I usually use the Lightning or the Retro Sci-Fi. I do not like the Shooting Star one. So today I'm going to go with the Lightning. I think. A tip for everybody. Some people may know this, some people may not. Some people may do this, and others may not. But when you first get on, 50v50 is it's a limited time mode, but if it's on whenever you're playing, a good tip I learned, if you want to warm up, the best thing to do is jump into a game of 50v50. Helps you warm up, get your accuracy right, just things like that. Warm up on your building, your accuracy, overall, just everything in general. And I'll usually, when I get on, if it's the game mode is in or on at that time, I'll play a game or two of that, and then I'll jump into solos or squads or whatever I want to do. And the reason for that is I've got straight on and jumped in a solos match and done terrible, not be able to hit shots or anything. And then when I learned this tip, I would get on. First game, I would run a 50v50 if it was on, and then go straight into a solo game and realize that it helps with the accuracy if you warm up first. Or you could just go into playground mode and practice with your accuracy and your building. But either one of those modes, if you do that before you go into a solos or duos or a squads game, actually really helps. You'd be surprised what it can do for you. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to go into a playground mode and show you a couple building techniques that I have learned. Actually pretty helpful. So we'll load in now, and I will show you some of the tips and tricks that I've learned. We'll probably drop in Tilted, because it's usually the best place to go, because you can get all your material maxed out in a pretty quick time, for the simple fact that there are a lot of buildings that are made out of brick, and there's a lot of vehicles which are metal, and then there's wood everywhere. So we'll go ahead and drop over here, and we will go from there. And another tip I'll show you when diving, I've kind of learned, is you dive faster. If you jump, don't dive directly at it. Like, look away from it a little, but pull your analog stick toward the destination you want to go, and you cut through the wind, and you move a lot faster than if you were diving directly at the destination in which you were wanting to go. Because I used to dive straight at it, and I would get there. It'd take me forever to get there. And I started wondering, I was like, I wonder if there's anything that I can do to get there faster. Started trying diving different directions, and so far I've found that is the by far the fastest, actually. I really don't need guns, so I ain't even going to worry about that. Building without having to run through it, because I don't want to do that. Alright, so now we'll start going. Collecting material, we'll do some building tricks, tips, help out a lot. And going back to what I was saying about practicing, like in one of this game mode or a 50v50 before going into a game. If you come into this game mode, you can practice just by landing and tilting, coming around and standing from distances and trying to shoot like the stop signs and little objects like that. Just to, overall improve on your accuracy. Alright, that's my Let's go ahead and get metal. I will be right back, guys. I got to change out my controller real quick. Alright guys, sorry about that. Had to change out my controller and I was unprepared for this before I started doing it. I didn't think about nothing to get ready or anything, so that is my apologies. But we'll just continue where we left off. Maxing out on material real quick. Well, it would quit lag. Hey, when it does that, I never seem to have a problem. And every so often, it'll just start happening. Go ahead and open this llama so we can find some bounce pads, because I can do a couple things with those too. Alright, so definitely found some bounce pads and some launch pads. Alright, so I guess first thing we'll go with ramp rushing. Now this is a tactic a lot of people have. Say, alright, I'll show you guys. Okay, I'm gonna build what we call a 1x1. Alright, so you just say somebody's got a 1x1. And they're, say they're like, I'll go up one more. Alright, let me get off of it. Alright, say they're up there in their building and they're shooting at you and you run up on them. So what you're going to want to do is you want to make sure you're going to be far enough back to at least get even, like whenever you build up to them, you get to go right up. You want to try to build above them. So the best thing to do is you want to try to get far enough back to where you know you're going to build over them, because you want to get the high ground. So the best thing to do, a lot of people, they'll just build straight up and just do that. Best thing to do is you want to build, when you do this, they can shoot it down a lot easier. So what you want to do is when you put a stair, you want to go and place a wall behind it like so, and you want to, as you go up, place that, and then and then place your wall behind your stairs. So you're going to do stairs and then a wall, and I'm doing this slow for you guys. Stairs and then a wall. That way you're fortifying that, so they have to shoot through that wall, knock it down to shoot your stairs down. And then you want to do stairs and then a wall, and then see, and when you build up on them, you have the high ground and you can shoot down on them. It gives you, there's a lot less of you for them to hit, and you're up above them, which gives you a better positioning with the high ground. You'll be able to kill them much easier than they'll be able to kill you. So this is what it looks like from the side. Instead of doing just like this, like a lot of people do, where it's just that they build straight up. See, you can shoot. Let me find a better gun. This isn't going to be a good example. I need a gun. I could probably find it. Alright. For example. Alright, here's a gun. That'll work. Alright, so say you build this, all they have to do is do that in one section, and then your whole thing comes down. To whereas if you go place the wall behind it, then they have to shoot through this wall to even it takes them a lot longer. So by the time they can even do that, you're going to have already rushed up to them, like so. You're going to have already rushed up and made it to the top before they can even shoot through both, and you can drop down on them and kill them. Also, now we'll go with, alright, so there was that tip. We'll go with another build rush or ramp rush, people call it different things, to rush up on someone. So say it's the same 1x1. I'll build a new one over this way, so we got a little more space. And 1x1s are honestly, in modes such as solos, squads, and duos, 1x1s are probably the best to build instead of going all out with forts, because they're quick, they don't take as much material, and they get the job done. So what you do, you're just going to want to have your walls out. And I'm going to do it, this isn't full speed, but I'm going to do it a little faster. You just want to go around. And you just build up. And you want to, if the person you're shooting at is doing that, you just want to keep building, and you want to try to stay above them and get the high ground on them. That way it makes it easier for you to kill them. Alright, so what we'll do now is show you another build. I'm still working on this one, being able to place the walls behind it, but instead it's the same as what we did on over here on this side with the stairs and the wall. But this time all you're gonna do, you're gonna do doubles. So you're gonna do double stairs, and you're gonna do your double walls. Hold up, that ain't supposed to be there. Alright, so you'll do your double stairs like so, and you'll just hold on. It keeps lagging, I'm sorry guys. Normally it doesn't do this, but you'll, as you're running up, that way if they shoot one side down, that can happen. That tends to happen a lot when doing this stuff. But that way, when you build two sides, when you do it double like this and you place your walls, it's the same concept as we went over here. The only difference is that with the double, say you're on this side and you're coming up and they do manage to get through both two of them and shoot it down, you can jump over here to this one and still get a shot on them. Or if you're on this side and they start to shoot the wall and your stair down, you can jump to this side and you can still get them from this one. It makes it, and you can move back and forth and they don't know which one you're on, so it's going to make it a lot harder on them. Now what we'll do is I will go over here and grab this llama and we'll do a couple more things. Okay. Needed this. I'm gonna go ahead and take this just to get my health back up, so if I fall or anything it doesn't kill me. That way we don't have to respawn in. Alright, so we'll go right here. Alright, so another thing, we'll go with, alright, say you get into a gunfight or something, or just whatever the reason is, and the storm is closing in on you, and you don't know if you're going to be able to get away from it. If you have bounce pads, there's a couple different ways you can do this. If you ever have bounce pads, you can always place a stair facing opposite of the direction you want to go, and place a bounce pad on it, and jump on it to push you further at a quicker rate of speed. Stairs work good, or for this, or you could use a pyramid. But the thing about the pyramid, if you're going to use a pyramid, the thing you want to do, when you pull up the pyramid, you're going to want to edit the piece so it makes a ramp, a flat surfaced ramp, like so. And again, we'll repeat that one more time. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to hold circle to edit, or for whatever console you're playing, it'll show you it'll tell you which button to press to edit. And you're going to want to edit the two pieces at the back to turn it into a flat surface, and then you replace it. And then you're going to want to place your bounce pad on it and jump. It gives you more of a, it pushes you a little further and throws you a little more up. But those are two ways to travel to get away from the storm a little quicker, or from enemies if you want to. Or you could use this, say there's an enemy and they got a, we're not even going to build a full one, we're just going to, simulate it. Say they have a 1x1 built right here, and you throw this down and you want to get over them and surprise them, and then now you're behind them and you just shoot them. But that's two purposes for the bounce pads and stairs or pyramids. But also, as far as the pyramid goes, let me fix it. They work for a couple different things. Say you're in a gunfight and you're you're taking a lot of fire and you run around a corner. You could always, you want to try to hide, you want to just, you could place a couple pyramids, more than one if you wanted to, and then you could stand inside of one, place it, and crouch down. Now they're going to have to look around, and they don't know exactly which one you're in. They're going to have to look around. It gives you a chance to heal, or just try to stay hidden from them, or whatever, and then you can just edit out and go on about your business. Those are two different things you can do with the pyramids. You can use them to hide in, or you can place them like this. Gives you something to crouch behind. Pop up, shoot, drop back down. Just things like that. Also, the pyramids are good for, say if you have, we'll have to go to Loot Lake to show you that one, so I'll hold off on that for now. Also, let's see, what else could you do? Give me a second here, guys. Let's see, I went over those, so we can do, honestly, guys, I'm a little stumped. You know, we'll just, we'll go ahead and build up and go to Loot Lake, and do our next, this is, actually comes really in handy, but we'll go ahead and build up and just launch pad there to make it a little faster and I guess you could say safer travel. Alright, so we're going to go over here to Loot Lake. Go in, land, try to get a little more material right quick. So we'll go, we're good, actually we're pretty good on material, so we'll just go right down here to the water. Now this is another, like I was saying with the pyramid, this is another thing you can do with the pyramid to, because if you've noticed, you get into a gunfight or something, or you're running from the storm, you jump in the water, you move quite slow. You can do the jumping here and there, but it still takes you forever to get across Loot Lake. But with this tip, you can take a pyramid and you can edit it. You hold edit and you want to do opposite corners, and you'll end up with a piece that looks like this. I know it looks odd, but if you want to go to cross Loot Lake, all you got to do, you place that piece, and if you jump up on it, and as you run, just keep placing the pieces, you're out of the water, and it only uses 10 material, and you cross Loot Lake, or any water surface, so much quicker than what you can jumping or walking through the water to get to your destination. And you have to be careful, sometimes it will do it differently than what you need, but that's just something that happens. Now, as for pyramids, that's just about all I can really think of that they're good for use for. I mean, there are other uses, but for the most part, these also make for pretty different and crazy type of cover. But that's the main uses for the pyramid. Now, as for 1x1s, they're simple. You just need a wall piece. So you just place your 4 wall pieces. You don't have to do a floor piece. Most people don't. It's usually a waste of material. And you just jump up, place a stair, go around with 4 more walls, turn in opposite direction from what you put the first stairs, and place them, place you some more walls, jump, place you another stair. Oh, and all of this being said, when it comes to building, there are different settings you can put your controller on to make building easier and harder. Myself, and building is a very essential key to winning in this game, that I can say. So if you're wanting to get into being able to build quickly, which you probably should, because like I said, it's very essential to this mode, or this game in general. So there are, I think it comes like whenever you first start the game, I think your setting is a Builder Pro, I believe, and that is good, but the best one to use, especially to get faster at building, it is a little different than Builder Pro and the other settings, or Combat Pro. You start at Combat Pro. Builder Pro is the one. It's the best for building. You can build the fastest, and all that is it remaps your buttons, as you can see down here at the right, to where all your triggers act as one of your building pieces, and it makes being able to build so much easier, quicker, and more effective for when you get into gunfights. Okay, so I'll jump down out of this. Like, say, you're running, someone shoots at you from the right, you can just turn and double tap your R2 trigger, because that's the button corresponding with the piece, and there you go. You throw out you some cover, and then you could just double tap L2 for your thing, for your stairs, and then you just pop up and start shooting. Or you place you some more walls, that way you're closed in. Start shooting. If they're at the same level as you, or if they're higher, you could throw some more walls and just build up, get even, and keep you shooting. Yeah, those are that setting comes in handy for sure. Now let's see, we've done quite a bit with building and tips for that type of thing. Now we'll do a little bit with I guess not really of a tip. I guess it's more of a preference. We'll talk a little bit about guns. Well, no, I take that back. I think I'll save that for the next video. But as in for building, that's a pretty good fun thing to do. I mean, it's not really hard. This right here, all you do is you build your simple one by one, and then it takes a little bit of editing of what you have that. Those are a couple different techniques for moving and building. I know this video is a little all over the place, and I'm going to work on getting some solid content for you guys and just working on getting better. This is really like my first actual legit gaming video. I plan to have a camera soon, so I can, when I do stream, you can actually see me while I do that, and make it a little more fun and entertaining. But for now, this is really all I got, and I guess that we will end the video here, and I will talk to you guys as soon as my next video is up. Peace.